Hello friends, welcome to Nowhere Geomatics Pune GIS Learning channel. So today we'll see one of the GIS tasks which is very important when we do some research in geographical perspective. We'll see the task is how to georeference a JPG file with the help of shapefile. Like suppose I have a JPG file. I search here in Google Taluka in Ahmednagar district. So when I click on images, I will get various maps like here. So this shows the Tehsil information. So what I will do, I will simply right click and save image as to save this particular JPG file. And I will save it in my folder. I will give same name Ahmednagar, the Tehsil map, and it will be saved in JPEG format or JPEG image. So click on save. Now that particular file has been saved. So I will close the window. I will close the browser. Let's open the ArcGIS because this task we are going to see in ISRI's ArcGIS software. So this is the ArcGIS software I have opened already. So let us add what are the data we are having. So this is our downloaded file. Now since it is a JPG file and we have downloaded it as a JPG file, and basically when we download such JPG files, it doesn't store any spatial reference. It is just an image file. So that's why this particular error is there. It says the map we are adding doesn't have any spatial reference. So say OK. So this is the JPG file, but you can see here bottom it shows the unknown units, but this can't be worked in GIS when we have unknown units. We have to have with us any spatial reference to our map. Now suppose for the same area I have district boundary. So this is the Tehsils in Ahmednagar district, and suppose I have the same boundary but only district boundary of the Ahmednagar district but not the Tehsil boundary. Now let us add that particular shapefile. Suppose I have a shapefile. Shapefile is a vector data. So this particular shapefile I am having Ahmednagar district boundary. So I am going to add this. Now since this particular JPG file doesn't have any spatial reference, so that's why it will not be visible. Shapefile we have added, that will not be visible because we have overlaid that particular shapefile on the JPG file which doesn't have any spatial reference. So what I will do, I will simply right click on this shapefile that has been added and simply click on zoom to left. So now my shapefile is here and we can see this is just a district boundary. It doesn't show the Tehsil or Taluka boundary. Now how to georeference, because we have district boundary and in JPG file also, zoom to left, it also have the same district boundary. So with the help of this particular information we can georeference this JPG file, and then further we can extract the Tehsil boundaries. Now let us again open the fresh software, go to new, take blank map and say OK. Save changes? No. Now again I'll add first now the Ahmednagar district shapefile, district boundary. Why I am adding first this particular shapefile? Because it has the spatial component, it has the spatial reference. You can see here this particular shapefile is having UTM projection. How I have check it, because it shows the meters, means it is a projected coordinate system. How we can see we can simply right click on our shapefile, go to properties and click on source. So here we can see this particular shapefile is having UTM projection. Means it is a specially reference file, and now we are going to add the JPG file. Again go to add data and add JPG file. So again this error will there, say OK. Now what I will do, I will first click on the symbol of the polygon shapefile of Ahmednagar district boundary and I will make it transparent. So I will click on hollow. Hollow is the option to see a polygon shapefile transparently or see-through. So hollow, I will increase the outline width of the boundary and I will assign a simple color and say OK. So what is next? Now go to georeferencing. Now any map, if we want to georeference, we have to use this particular georeferencing option, and that option particularly have in the, when we right click this empty space, from here we can take any of the tool. So here we want now georeferencing tool, so we'll select georeferencing. So this toolbar has been added, we can drag it over here. Now in georeferencing, click on fit to display. So with the help of this option, we can see at a glance both of the layers, JPG file also and the shape file also. Okay. So what happened now? We have both the perspective of the both of the maps, like JPG file as well as the shape file. Now what we are going to do now? Now simply we will assign the points with the help of particular angles in the shapefile boundary and JPG files district boundary. So those are also called GCPs or control points, ground control points. So this option is there in georeferencing toolbar, add control points. So simply you have to select this particular option first. Now first point we have to click on the JPG file. Suppose I have to give this particular corner point, and we can see the same point is available in the shapefile. So first I will click on the JPG files corner point. I have clicked once, you can see now it will ask to connect it to the next second point in the on the shapefile. The same point we have to take on the shapefile. So this is this particular corner. We can zoom it and simply click when we get this particular square, because it shows that it is being put this particular point on the shapefile. So just click, so you can see some boundary is being matched now. So first point we have taken. Now let's check next point. So we can see this corner belongs to this corner of the shapefile. So we'll click first on the JPG file and the same on the shapefile. So you can see the boundary is being matched, but since this is the smaller part, this was the smaller part, here we still see the difference. Now let us zoom to an area where we have a sharp corner that we can join. So here we can see. First click on the JPG file and the same point on the shape file. Now see, since this is the both files have been created with different input data, so that boundary may not match perfectly. So you can see still there is error. Let us try to match this. Almost match. Let us take a point where maximum we are getting error or mismatch of the boundary. So this may happen if we want to minimize error in a area that may affect to the another area that may disturb the shape. So you can take as much point if you are getting maximum match to your maps that you are working with, because it may differ to the maps and the orientation of the JPG and shapefile. So almost 80 to 90% match we have taken or we have achieved. So whatever points we have taken, those are control points, and the information of those control points can be seen here, view link table. So here we can see X source, Y source. So these are the by default unknown coordinates. Those are also referred to as screen coordinates. So these particular coordinates we have assigned. Now since this is projected coordinate system, we could not get it much more because this is not the simple latitude and longitude, but those are the coordinates of the UTM projection, projected coordinate system. And these are the residual of X, Y and average residue. So you can close it. Now what next? Simply go to georeferencing and click on rectify. So rectify is the option to simply convert the file we are looking to georeference, assign this updated reference, spatial reference. So click on rectify. So all these options we can keep as it is, and just go to output location where we want to save our newly. Now similar to JPG, there will be a new map will be created. So my folder is on the desktop, Udemy. So here is my folder, raster JPG georeferencing. So select workspace means we have to select our folder, not double click on the folder, just single click and add. And what next? So here the format by default is TIFF. So this is basically these are the raster file formats. We can also change it to image in image, which is also widely used raster file format. And here we can change the name of our newly created file. Suppose Taluka Ahmednagar .img. So this is important because this is the format of this particular newly created or newly created raster file. So this is, we should not delete .img. Okay, so only three options we have changed: output locations here, from here, then we have changed the format, and we have given the name. And now simply click on save. So nothing is happening because since this is the smaller map, small extent map, this may be rapidly executed. So let us see. Now open catalog. What is next step? Open the catalog from here. It is also known as R catalog. And go to the folder where you save your particular img file, image file. So my file, I'm not seeing here, I couldn't see here, so I will just right click and click on refresh. So see, why after refreshing, this particular newly created file taluka_ahmednagar.img is visible. So just check whether this particular file is having spatial reference or not. Just right click on it, go to properties and go to scroll down and see the spatial reference option. So whatever shapefile's coordinate system was, the same coordinate system has been added to this particular image file. You can see here UTM zone 43 north. So this is the projected coordinate system. Now you can close this window. Now what we'll do, we'll open new blank map so as to go further with this particular map. So I now just drag this particular img file to my workspace, and you can see now this particular JPG file is being converted to .img on image format and also with spatial reference projected coordinate system. So what next? One can ask, what is next? What is the use of this particular task? So let us see. Now what I will do, again I will go to add data, and I will add that particular district boundary file to this particular view. I will make it hello. I will change the color of the boundary and OK. So what I am getting with this particular task is I am getting the Tehsil boundary of my concern area, Ahmednagar district. So what next? I simply can create a polygon with this particular shape file. Like suppose I want to digitize Kopargaon Tehsil or all the Tehsil in the Ahmednagar district. What I will do, simply I will go to editor. This is the start editing. Continue. And now select the district boundary of Ahmednagar shapefile and simply click on cut polygon, because Ahmednagar district boundary is a single polygon and we want to create more polygons, so we have to cut this particular single polygon. So the task is cut polygon tool. Select it, zoom to a particular area from where the Tehsil boundary is going. So here it is the Tehsil boundary of Kopargaon. So I will zoom. So start from outside of Ahmednagar boundary polygon and simply digitize Kopargaon Tehsil boundary. Care should be taken that we are not double clicking anywhere until this polygon is going out. Now this boundary is being finished over here. So what we have to do? We have to click outside and then double click. So with that, you can see, I will just uncheck the raster file. You can see one new polygon has been created of the Kopargaon Tehsil. Now similarly, I can do with the rest of the tehsils like Srirampur. Again, I will start from outside. I will digitize the boundary as it is available in the raster file. Since we want Srirampur boundary now, so we'll go with this particular. Again go to outside and double click. So same way I have generated Srirampur Tehsil. So such way each and every tehsils can be cut, digitized with cut polygon option, and finally we can get, I will just show you the finished map, how you can see at the end. So such tehsil map of Ahmednagar district can be achieved out of this particular task. So I will just on the JPG. So this is the usefulness of this particular task. So in this particular task, what we have done particularly, we had JPG file of Ahmednagar Tehsil level, then we had only district boundary of Ahmednagar Tehsil. Then what we have done, we have georeferenced this particular JPG file with Ahmednagar district boundary shape file, and then we have added both of the files in the ArcGIS software, and we have used editor toolbar, and in that we have to use cut polygon tool to create tehsil boundary of Ahmednagar district. So this was all about, this is a simple small task in GIS. So thank you so much friends. If you have any query, just mail to me. My email ID is rameshnanavade@gmail.com. So thank you so much friends. Please subscribe to our channel Nowhere Geomatics. Thank you so much.